everyone, I am just Shani and welcome to my channel. Overlook the bumps, honey. I've been wearing a mask for the last few days. I got bumps out on my face. My mom hasn't hugged me in like a week now. It's been so long. She was like, I might hug you tomorrow. And I was just like, okay. Yay! Oh, update on the puppy. If y'all saw my short, found a puppy in my front yard. He was like in the driveway. Like I came home, I had went to the gym and then I went and got some gas. And I came home and I was just like, is that and he has a puppy. I'm over here backing up into the garage. And I was just like, wait a second. And he was like there. He was not moving from my mom's car. He loved my mom's car. As you see, he loved me and I loved him back. He was so good. I was just like, sit. He was just like, he kind of knew what I was saying as a baby. So I'm assuming that he was somebody's baby. But what had happened was I went to my neighbor's house right next to me and I thought it was their dog because they have a dog. He kind of looks like the dog, but light-skinned version of him. Like they have a black dog and he's like, you saw him, he was light-skinned. So I was just like, yeah, maybe, you know, but there's also this other dog that just be wandering around. And I haven't seen this dog in so long. It's been like maybe a year or two since I seen this dog. And how I know this dog is because it used to poop in my yard. And I'd be like, bruh. I'd be like, yo, come and get this dog because he keep on pooping in my yard. Well, she keeps on pooping in my yard and I do not appreciate it. Because if you ever try to do yard work, and there's dried up poop, you know what it is. You know what I mean? You know where you're at. Like, it's just awful. Anyway, so I saw the female big dog earlier last week. It had to be last week because I mowed on Wednesday. So it had to been last week when I saw the big dog. Anyway, so I saw that dog and I was just like, oh, so it could be that female dog probably had a baby with my neighbor's dog. That's what I feel like because it was light skinned like the female dog, but it looks just like my neighbor's dog. Anyway, they weren't home. So I went across the street to my other neighbor's house and I was just like, yo, is this your dog? Even though I knew it was not her dog because, you know, after like once I saw the dog and I was just like, oh, shoot. Looking at the time I'm like, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Who can I call? I'm looking up their, animal control. They're not open. Well, I didn't really look them up, but I just knew they weren't open. So I called the non-emergency phone line because, you know, I'm a Karen, so I have their number in my phone. So I called them. I'm just like, can you come get this dog? Is somebody on, like, anybody just patrolling? Can you come pick up this dog? Because, like, I don't want to leave this baby. It's a little baby. And he was just, and I was just like, ah! And I felt like he was hungry because he was eating the grass and I was just like, okay, either he's hungry or maybe he didn't picked up a worm because that's usually what they do when they eat grass and you know. So they were just like, no, we can't come and get him. Like there's nothing we can do. You just have to set him free or, you know, there's a drop box. That's why I was saying in the video, there's a drop box that you can drop him in. And I was just like, why would I drop him in a drop box at a closed facility by himself? You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, please make it make sense. Like why can't somebody come get this? So I ended up going over to my neighbor's house when the cops was just like, no, there's nothing we can do about it. And she was like, oh yeah, I understand because I work for the, you know, cops or whatever. And she was just like, well, and it's crazy because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, are you awake? And she was like, yeah, I've been up. And she was just like, it was so funny because you know how small he was. And he was at my mom's car because he had walked over to my neighbor's house with me. He was scared to cross the street, which I'm just like, yo, he has to be somebody's dog to be scared to cross the street. He has to know. So we get to her house and she hear the little puppy, little baby puppy hears her dogs barking, like her dog. She has a dog. So he got scared and was just like, oh, I'm going back to your mama car. This is where, and he just laid in our driveway. And I was like, you see that puppy over there? Is that your dog? Even though I knew it was not her dog. She was like, no, it's not my dog. And I was just like, do you know if it could be somebody? And I was just telling her about the whole situation. And that's when she was telling me, yeah, I work for the cops. So yeah, I know they're not going to do anything. And I was just like, well, this is a little baby. I don't want to leave this little baby. Like anybody, like a grown butt dog. Okay, cool. You've been in this world long enough to fend for yourself. But this is a little baby. Like, if I didn't take this baby to my neighbor's house, it would have probably stayed in our driveway the rest of the day. And you know, it's hot here. It's summer now, so it's freaking hot. So I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Because the crazy part is, after I saw the puppy, I called my mom and I was like, okay, mom, hear me out, okay? And she was just like, yeah. And I was like, okay, so I found a puppy. Nope. Nope, nope. I was like, Mom, wait, I'm not even done. You said you was gonna hear me out. Nope, nope. Hear me out, Mom. So about this puppy. Nope, nope. And I was just like, Mom, chill out. Chill. Let me get it out. I was like, can I just keep the dog right here in the garage while I get something to eat and some water for it until the shelter opens up? It opens up in like an hour and a half. Like, can I just do this? And she's just like, nope, nope. You gotta figure it out. Stay outside with the dog. Stay outside with it. Don't bring it in my. I was just like, bruh. And it's not like my mom likes dogs. That's why I was like, I was talking to her. I was like, what is it? What, you don't like dogs? You're afraid of dogs? She's like, yeah, I like dogs, but I'm not keeping a dog. Like, you somehow, I feel like she knew that she was gonna fall in love with that dog. And she was just like, nope, I'm not feeding another mouth. Like, it's not happening. She was gonna fall in love with the dog because I fell in love with the dog. I fell in love with the dog real quick. It was just, oh, I came back in the house. I was like, I miss him. I miss him, Mom. Well, back to me talking to my neighbor. I was just like, yeah, I don't really know what to do right now. And I was just like, so I know this is about to be a big ask, but can you like wash him while I figure out what to do? And she was just like, yeah. And actually, when I finally, you know, brought him over there and she seen him and fell in love too, she was just like, you know what? See, what I was going to do, I was going to go take my dog to the vet anyway, so I can go and take him to the vet to see if he has a tag or anything, a chip on him or something. I was just like, okay, cool. And I was like, so do you want me to come back and get him or whatever? And she was just like, no. And I was just like, okay, cool. So this is your pet now. And she was just basically telling me that she's going to see if he has a tag, and I think she'll probably just keep him, which is cool because I'll get to see him or whatever. But yeah, that's probably it. I feel like he has an owner because he was so obedient, or unless it was me. Like, I'm not giving myself that much credit, bro. Like, even though I trained my dog from when she was like 2 weeks old all the way up, like, she was so good, so freaking good, I don't think I trained him that quickly. I was just like, come here. He knew to come, he knew to stay. Like, I don't think that was me. So yeah, that's everything about the puppy. But so absolutely cute. Like, I would tell you, every day is like low-key adventure. I see something so adorable. Like, today I saw little baby frogs. I might probably insert a picture. Cute little baby frogs. Y'all saw the other day, I saw horses. Like, every day is an adventure. It is just those simple joys, because I catch myself getting a little sad sometimes, and God be like, oh, let me just put this, drag and paste this into your life and make you smile. And I just feel like, oh, thank you, God. Because it was really like that. I was just like, yo, that really just made me happy early in the morning, bro. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go in. There's a lot of updates I have to do, but I'll just do it throughout these videos because this recap was kind of long. So let's just go in.
You know what? Let me just say this. I was wrong. And I take full accountability for the fact that I showed up to this date late. I checked how long it would take to get there. I left on time. I was on track to arrive early. And then shit happens. Shit happens. I got stuck behind a train. I texted him and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, but I'm running late. I'm 12 minutes away from the restaurant. I'll be there 6 minutes late. He goes, all right, hurry up. I get there and I'm circling the block to find parking. This is what he sends me. Oh, maybe this is just his sense of humor. I'm not reading the message correctly. Let's just go on the date. The date goes fine. At the end of the date, he walks me to my car. While we're walking, he goes, oh, can you drive me to my car? No. He's like, oh, you really want me to get my steps in? Yeah. We get to my car, we hug, and he's like, oh, so you're really not gonna drive me to my car? I look at this man, I say, no. Did you think I was joking? I literally was just like, have a good night.
So confused. What happened? What did that text message say? I didn't have my glasses on. I gotta roll back. The restaurant was packed, so he was waiting for a table while I was on the way. It took an additional 10 minutes to find parking. I was stressed, so to hurry up instantly gave me the ick. Yeah, me too, boo. Me too, boo.
Get there and I'm circling the block to find parking. This is what he sends me.
what is it? Looking for parking. I have to be. Oh, I hate to be tardy, but I'm going in circles. Haha. Laugh my ass off. You was tardy before finding parking. There's some parking on the Ashley. I don't know what the bottom what she replied back. Yeah, I forgot. Why is this so a bad date? Girl, yeah, you was right. You were late. But I understand what you're saying. He should not have been responding like that. But it sounds like he's coming from a guy probably that has been on many dates already that week or that month. And he was just, you have burnout sometimes dealing with people. And it's just like, bruh, not another one. Like, not a trouble one, and I can understand where they're both coming from, because it's like, yo, you were late, and then, like, yeah, I can see that, okay, being upset that somebody's late. However, I can't be upset about somebody being late, because like she just said, or she was just like, oh, I was on time, I was supposed to be early, and somehow something happened. That's literally what happens to me every time. Like, literally, I had 3 minutes. I saw that I had 3 minutes. I was on time. I was ahead of time. I had 3 freaking minutes. And in my head, that 3 minutes was like, oh, I have plenty of time. No, I can do this, that. No. 3 minutes, girl. That means you have enough time to put your shoes on. Well, walk to the front, the back door, put your shoes on, and get something to drink, because it's hot outside. So get you some ice water and walk down the stairs and get in your car. Let the windows, like, all that has to happen in 3 minutes for me to be exactly on time, if all the conditions are right. Like, there's no traffic or anything. I don't like. So put that in mind. Had 3 minutes. Go out the door. Get out the door. Have 1 minute left until, I have to get out the house. Drive. As I'm driving, I'm trying to make sure I got everything. Get down the street. Realize I don't have everything. Have to turn back around. Like, bro, I am always late. Even when I'm early. I'm trying to be early. I leave super early. I'm supposed to be on route, and I should be there in 20 minutes early. I still somehow end up late. I don't know what it is. So I understand where she's coming from with that. But nope, I can't say that, because as a person, if I'm going somewhere with somebody or meeting somebody for the first time, they know almost everything about me before we go on a date. Like the little things that are kind of important, like the fact that I'm usually always late. You best believe they gonna know that I'm usually always late. I'm gonna let them know, and I'm be like, yo, I probably will be late. Like, I had a Zoom date with some girl, and she wanted to meet up and on Zoom, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna be late. And then when I was late, she freaked out about it and never wanted to see me, and we never met. So I was just like, okay, well, that's your fault. That is so weird. I just waxed my top lip and it just looked naked. I'm like, look at that. Newborn baby. Look at that top lip. Girl. So yeah, I can completely understand. Well, no, I couldn't, because I would let the person know that I was going to be late, and I'm always kind of sort of late. It just happens. But the thing about him, she didn't want to take him. Well, she did get the ick about the hurry up, because I would too, unless we had that banter. Because some people, you have that banter. I don't really like that banter, but people naturally do that to me. I don't know if it's because I'm a nice person. Like, I try to be nice. Like, it's kind of hard. But I try to be nice. Like, I try to always be nice. So I guess people feel like they can be mean to me. Like, I feel like I'm usually a target when it comes to people being mean. And I just be like, okay. Because people do that to me. They be doing that Hey Arnold and Helga Hey Arnold thing. And I absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Don't be rude or mean for no reason. Don't do that. Don't do that. I hate when people do that. But I understand that people do that with me. So that hurry up thing was probably like a joke, but maybe it wasn't. And it would have gave me the ick too, and that would have been it, like, off the bat. So yeah, all the little side comments, but on the text message, it seemed like he was joking. It seemed like it. Maybe she took it too seriously, but from what I read, after I put my glasses on, it seemed like it was just joking. And then she not trying to take him to his car. Weird. But if she didn't feel comfortable, it's not weird. If she did not feel comfortable, cool, got it. You was just like, if she was just like, no, I'm not gonna have another date with this guy, I don't want this guy in my car, which is super understandable. I completely understand. So I completely understand where they're coming from. But other than that, yeah, whatever. It was a miss. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
Story time about the worst date that I've ever been on my entire life. In his car, he's not talking. He's literally not talking. I'm trying to make small talk. He's freaking weird. I'll say something, he'll say something weird in response. I can't even bring myself to fake laugh. Like, why'd you say that? Please take it back. So it's just really weird. And I asked him, I was like, can I see your phone so I can play some music? And he was like, yeah, here you go. He hands it to me. I get on his Apple Music. Every single playlist is named after me and has my picture as the cover picture. All of them. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna get home today? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. So I act like I don't see it. And then he's like, did you see? Did you see my playlist? I was like, I saw him. Then he takes me go-kart racing. He wouldn't tell me where he was taking me. So I was like, he's gonna take me to the woods and kill me. Like, he's my stalker. Nah, he takes me go-karting, which is just a thing in itself. We get there, they're closed. So we sit in his car for 30 minutes till they open, which he's not talking, so I get on my phone, right? Wrong. He starts looking over at my phone. He's like, who are you texting? Who are you talking to? Now, you don't know me. You don't know. I don't have to tell you who I'm talking to. And if I did tell him who I was talking to, he'd get all butthurt. What do you want me to say? I'm texting other boys. I'm texting my hoes right now. But if I said that, you get all butthurt. So maybe mind your own, huh? Then he takes me to Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. But also first date, really? Anyhow, we get there. He spills mild sauce all down his white hoodie. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, I'll get napkins. And he was like, no. He gets out of the car, slams the door, leaves me in there to eat my Taco Bell. So I'm just eating my Taco Bell while he's in the bathroom for like 15 minutes, clean himself up. Comes back out with a smudged round stain. He was like, I don't have another hoodie. And I was like, it's okay. Like, he's throwing a fit. And then he was like, wait, I might have a jacket in my back seat. So then he goes back, his trunk. He goes to his trunk, gets this winter coat, puts it on, gets back in the car. I was like, okay, great. And he puts his elbow in my nacho cheese sauce. And I was like, hey, you just put your elbow in my nacho cheese sauce. He was like, are you kidding me? Which I was just like, whoa. So then he goes inside, leaves me in his car to eat my Taco Bell again. I'm already done. By the time he comes back out and starts eating his food, I'm done. So he's just sitting there eating for 30 minutes. We're not talking. We're not. Can't be on my phone because he's a nosy little hoe bag. So then he's like, now I'm going to take you to Six Flags. What? We just went go-kart racing and then Taco Bell. Now Six Flags? Okay. So then we go to Six Flags and he pays to park. He pays $30. He's like, I can't believe I just paid $30 to park at Six Flags. You planned the date. Why are you yelling at me? So then we go into Six Flags. I don't want to be there. I'm trying to hint, like, I'm so tired. Like, I really just need a nap. Like, you picked me up so early this morning. I haven't been getting up till noon every day. He's not taking the hint. He's like, what if you just took a nap in this line and then by the time you woke up, we could go on the ride? He was so weird. And ugly. I'm sorry. That's not nice. It's real. I'm not being a mean girl. I mean a real girl here. So then we get in line for another ride. And who's behind me? Directly behind me, but 3 people from my school. 3. And so I tell him, I was like, hey, don't turn around. There's people from my school behind us, and I'm not really friends with them. And he was like, I'm going to stare at them. And I was like, no, you're not. Don't be a freak. And then he was like, I'm just going to stare at them until they get uncomfortable and look away. Which I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. What if I just shoot myself right now? I don't want to be seen with him. I don't need them thinking that we're together. Like, at most, they can think we're cousins. I'm trying to distance myself away from him. He's buddy right up next to me no matter how far I scoot away. I'm up against the rail and he's up on me. And I'm scared for my life. Then we finally get on the ride. Who are we sitting next to? But of course, those 3 people. There's no way they didn't see me with him. There's no way they didn't know we were on a date because he was so freaking touchy-feely with me. So then we go on another ride. He puts his hand out for me to hold. And I was like, I shove it in my pocket as fast as I can. And I was like, sorry, my hands are really cold. And then he was like, you don't have to make excuses. Obviously, I do. Obviously, you're making me make excuses, putting your hand out like I want to hold it or something. Then we go on this last ride. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do more than this. So we get on a ride. I have my back pushed against the wall so he can't put his arm around me because he's so close to me I can smell him, and it is not a good smell. So I was just like, he can't put his arm around me if he can't get his hand behind me. he tries his best. He starts going, ooh, he makes a breakthrough behind my back, has his arm around me, and I guess he could see by the look on my face, which I was just like, he was like, wait, is it okay if I put my arm around you? And I was like, well, it's already there, you already did. What's the point asking now? So then finally I was just like, we get off this ride, I was like, I'm ready to go home, I'm tired, I'm so tired, sorry. And he was like, well, I had a really nice dinner planned for us after this with your favorite food, chicken Alfredo. And I was like, it's not my favorite food. And he was like, your sister lied to me. She told me chicken Alfredo was your favorite food. He pulls out the messages. She was like, I don't know, she likes chicken Alfredo, kind of. He's arguing with me about how this is my favorite food. My sister didn't even say that was my favorite food. She said I liked it. And I was like, sorry, like, I just feel kind of sick and tired. Like, could you just take me home? He was like, well, my buddy isn't going to be home until 9 o'clock tonight. So I would just be alone at his house if you don't hang out with me longer. And I was like, not my monkeys, not my circus. Get in the car, and then he makes me get out of the car to take a picture with him. He parked all the way out in BFE. It's the longest walk. We're walking, we're not talking. We're not. So we get to his car, and he's like, can you get out and take a picture with me really fast? Which I'm like, why couldn't we take a picture in the car? But whatever. Take a picture. I'm literally like, because I cannot pretend to be happy when I'm not. I just can't. I can't. So we get back in the car, and he's like just staring at me, and I'm like trying to not look at him because I'm not trying to get kissed. And so I was like, I'll put my address in your phone right now. And so I do. And then he's just sitting there like, and I was like, drive, take me home. Let's go. We get back up to my house and we get to my gate, and I get out, I hop out the car to get the gate, and I was like, you just leave me here. I'll walk back, which I have a crazy long driveway. So like, you know, I want it out of there. And he was like, no, that's so rude. I have to walk you up to your front door and meet your parents. I was like, my parents are home. They're not home. You can't meet them, sorry. And I didn't want him walking all the way up to my front door because, like, my bedroom door kind of is just, like, on the side of the house. And I was like, you can just park up next to my bedroom door so you don't have to walk. So he pulls up to my bedroom door, still gets outside of the car to walk me out, and gives me the world's longest hug, which is a stinky boy. He was a stinky boy. And then I pull away, and I was like, okay, bye. And he was like, wait. Like, and gives me like the, and I was like, drive safe. And I run inside to my bedroom. I'm like, great, I escaped. Wrong. He starts yelling my name from my bedroom. Jade! 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 Come back! And I was like, this isn't real. This isn't real. So I run into my mom's bedroom because she actually is home. And I was telling her, he's calling me nonstop, texting me like, Jade, come back, come back. And she was like, you probably left something in his car. I was like, I did not leave anything in that man's car. And I was like, he wants me to kiss him. Then he texts me, can I kiss you before I leave? I was like, I don't kiss on the first date. He was like, sorry for even asking. I'm sorry too. So then I think he's gone. He goes up to my gate and acts like he can't open it. It's literally just a latch and you just push it open. And he was like, it's fine. I'll just wait here till your mama gets home and she can save me. I was like, no, sir, she won't. She won't save you. Please leave. And he was like, oh, I figured it out. Bye. So then I'm like, okay, great, I can ghost him. He's texting me paragraphs every day, be like, please don't ghost me, please don't ghost me. He's getting ghosted. I'm sorry.
That was a hard day. It was so much, but she's young. She's young, you guys. We have to, the acoustics right here. I've never been, girl, have I ever had my bed in this corner? I don't think I have. I'm trying to think of all the places I've had my bed and all the places I've had, in this room. And this is not one of the places, girl. Could have changed some lives. Girl. Let me stop. My mom's asleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. But she's young, so she don't know. But my thing is, your mama didn't tell you. You got a 2-parent household and nobody was like, oh, wait a second now. I understand you a fake blonde, but still you are a girl. Girl, you are so valuable, girl. Girl, ain't nobody tell you. Ain't nobody was thinking about your safety. Because, okay, let's just go over all the red flags. Okay, we're just going to break them down. You already know the first one. Oh, I got carrot all up in my mouth. Picking her up at her house. Wow. And from what we just heard, she is not like a gate, a keypad gate. It's let me lift up the latch and go inside gate. That's a problem right there. Picking you up from your house, and it seems like you're very young because you said you're in school. Like, what? Pick you up in the AM for an all-day date. The playlist had your name on all the playlists with your picture. You said, oh, you don't know me, sir? Why don't he know you if he picking you up from your house? Y'all going on an all-day date in the AM, starting in the AM, bruh. No, he don't know you, but he got your sister's number to text her what you like to eat. What's your favorite meal? How he not know your favorite meal? He definitely don't know you if he don't know your favorite meal. That's wild. Then it's super early because y'all going to a go-kart place that's not open yet. Wow. Taco Bell, I feel you on that. Like, why are we going to Taco Bell for a first date and then have something to do afterwards? Like, that's wow. Like, how your bowel set up? Because mine, I just ate some carrots and pecans. They like, bruh, you ain't ate it 2 days. You better hurry up and finish this video, or you about to have a mess on your hands, because what are we doing right now? You want to have Taco Bell and then go on a roller coaster? That's wild to me. The fact that he said, oh, I got you. We're going to go to the go-karts. Then I'm going to take you out to eat. And then I have another part of the date. On top of that, I'm going to take you out to eat again. Girl, that's a lot. That's a lot for a first date. Like, we got to be dating for some months, maybe, for me to be like, oh, this is an all-day date. That's too much. And for $30 for parking, it's just like, duh. Like, if you already knew that you was going to go on, take her to an amusement park, why didn't you hit up Food Line, Ticketmaster, and got all these tickets beforehand so you can get that discount? Y'all remember back in the day we used to go to Food Line to get tickets to Carowinds? Girl, it was always at Carowinds. Yeah. I remember the first time I went to Six Flags, changed my mother freaking life. We went on as a family vacation. Me and all of my cousins went to Six Flags and nobody was there. I think we rent out the whole park, bro. The whole park. Going crazy. But yeah, no, what? That's crazy. That's too much. And the fact that she was like, yo, that's my friends. Don't say anything. Don't ever say that to me in public. Like, don't look behind you, but I'm going to look behind me. I don't know. I just see the first part. I hear look behind you, not don't look behind you, but I don't hear that part. But the fact that he was being a weirdo, like, he's been a weirdo the whole entire time. Did you not clock his weirdness? Like, I'm confused. He must have been looking real fine for you to not clock his weirdness immediately during the texting phase. Like, you ain't catching during the texting phase. What are we doing? Because he seemed like he showed the signs that he was a weirdo. And like, girl, I'm just nervous for you because it's just like, he got your address now. He knows where you live. He knows you. He knows your sister. The fact that he said, I'm just wait here for your mom to get here. Why are you waiting? The fact that he's screaming your name, the fact that you said no so many times and he just disregarded a no is wow. I understand you're young, but we need to teach our children very, very young. No means no. No is a complete sentence. You can say no and be okay. Like, girl, if you feel unsafe, or boy, if you feel unsafe, let somebody know. That no is important. We need to be in the know. Everyone needs to be in the know. You going out with somebody, they need to know where you're going. Put that location on, girl. It was just so much going on with that one, girl. I probably forgot some stuff, but being all up in your phone is wild. Don't look over here. You'll see something that'll hurt your feelings. Don't be looking at my phone, because you definitely gonna see something. That's why she's like, I'm texting my hoes. Loved her. But yeah, no, that was a lot. And I pray for her safety and better judgment.
I feel like as a woman, I think we all have a nasty, toxic, down bad ass horror dating story with a man. Like, just what a man put you through for absolutely no apparent reason. We all got a nasty story. But the fact that y'all can get up on the internet to embarrass that man and in return, instead of embarrassing him, you embarrass yourself, I just can't subscribe to that. Like, I'm gonna call my sisters, I'm gonna call my mama, I'm gonna cry in a car about it. But the fact that I'm going to hit upload and tell y'all what he did to me, like, I don't think that I can genuinely do it, because I don't feel like ain't no man worth that. Ain't no man worth that. Like, what? Like, you lucky you even got next to me. Like, the fact that, like, I don't even want nobody to know that I know you. Like, now I'm on some shit like you died, you perished, and I don't even know you no more. Like, you died where you got me fucked up at. Why would I go to the internet about you? Like, to really, like, tell y'all word for word, bar for bar what happened? Nothing happened. I don't know that nigga. I don't know him. I don't know him. Heard of him. Seen him around. But I can't even tell you his name. Like, type shit. Like, I genuinely can't give no man that much of me. I don't care. Bad enough you got next to me in private. In public, you don't exist. Thank you. Like, I can't. Like, and I literally took a lot of shit to the chin behind the scenes. That's why I got this great character development, because I know what I'm not going for. If it's my husband, I'm ready to go to war for it. A regular, somebody dirty ass, raggedy ass son, like just a regular, a straggler, or somebody I just met, or like, what? Like, I'm not giving no man that. One of them almost had me embarrass his ass. Almost. And I thought about it. Like, that's just gonna always be on the internet. Don't ever get on man that much. So the girls can go after him for real. Like, no, y'all could just have him without having nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Y'all could just have him. He was trash on the ground any goddamn way. And I knew that shit, but I went against my better judgment. That's my bad. Players fuck up. Players fuck up. Because we be knowing. But that benefit of the doubt will kick you on your ass every time. Anyway. But for real, I just can't genuinely give no man that much. A story time? No. I don't know that man.
Girl, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, bro. I don't even know you. You probably lied before, but right now you ain't lying, girl. Look here. Look. I need to stretch. I tried to move that leg. The hip said, no, bitch. Wait a second. You have not stretched today. Which is really bad. I gotta stretch more. Like, I work out every day almost. I should stretch before and after. Yeah, I should. Stretching takes time. I've never liked stretching. I used to be a dancer. Absolutely hated stretching. Sweated more stretching than actually dancing. Like, stretching sucks, but do it, okay? But yeah, I feel you on that one, because like y'all know, I don't really have any exes. I have one, maybe two. I got a few, but in real life, you don't know any of my exes. You don't even know I had a recent ex. What? Who is that? That mistake that I learned from, you know what I'm saying? I learned from, because it's been over 5 years of me being single, and not just, no, I'm not doing that. I remember when I was just, talking to people, not really talking, conversation without words, But anyway, I remember that, and I was just like, that last situationship or booty call, whatever that was I had going on, I went against my better judgment and almost got scarred, bro. Yeah, and it's funny because I told you I was going to finish that story time about that. I didn't. Do you have time for that story time? Do you have time? Do you want to hear my story time? Because I hear a lot of y'all, you'll be like, I don't want to hear you talking. It's your channel. Yeah, I know. But I want to hear you talking. So I'm going to tell you this story time. This is the end of the video. Anyway, if you don't want to listen to it, just hit that subscribe and like on the way out the door. Appreciate you. Okay, so y'all remember I was telling you about the girl. I did a whole story time about this girl who was not cute in the face, but the body was like body yada 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 yada, body yada 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 yada. Flip it over, turn it around, side. That's her body was so great. So I was talking to her for a second, and I went through, when I tell you that before in the talking stage of somebody, I let people know everything. And with her, I was just like, okay, I don't do bisexuals. This is the girl who had a girlfriend. I should not have been, messing with her. But I was in that whole phase where I just did not care, did not care. I cared about my body and my safety, but I did not care about karma. I did not care about that bitch. I was like, catch me if you can, bitch, catch me. So you remember I told you that I had met her at a Fat Tuesdays, and we started, we hooked up in the parking lot of the movie theater. I told you all of that. So one day, we had a hookup. We usually hooked up in the daytime. I had days for my girls, but it was during the week, a weekday we hooked up. And she was like, meet me at the park. And I was like, okay, cool. So I've already gave her the rundown of, I don't do bisexuals. Like, if you want to sleep with a guy, tell me. You can sleep. I'm an open relationship girl. I know you're in a relationship. However, I need for everyone to be safe. So if you want to sleep with other people, be safe about it. Don't bring nothing back to me. That's my thing. That's my thing with anybody. Be safe. We're all adults here. We're all over 25 here. Be safe. So she was like, okay, meet me at a park. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. So I met her at a park, and she was just like, we about to do the do. And I was just like, you ain't gotta tell me twice, bro. It's daytime. What? At a park? And our public place, okay, but it wasn't like a park. Like we was in like the way this park is set up, because there's a lot of parks here. It was like one of those tracks. You had tracks, softball fields, soccer fields. Then you have a parking lot, and then you like every field has like a parking lot, and then down you have to walk down to get to the actual playground part. I don't even think they had a playground. Well, they probably did. They probably did have a playground part, but it was nowhere near us. And remind you, this is the daytime on a weekday, so no kids. Every kid, all the kids were at school. It was not on that energy. We ain't on that. So we were doing this. So before we doing this, I'm looking at her and I'm looking at her lips. And I was just like, huh, her lips look weird. Did they always look like that? And I was just like, huh. Because you remember I told you in that story time, I was like, okay, that night we first hooked up, she was an awful kisser. It was just like, what? But I know she was like, girl, I was drunk. And I was just like, okay, all right, don't get your feelings. So I was just like, huh, has her lips always looked like that? And I just never wanted to kiss her, or never kissed her, or it's been nighttime. Like, I don't know. And I was just like, Intuition was like, okay. So I just go on with everything, and I do my thing. I feel like I didn't kiss her that much because I was just like, your lips look weird, but I didn't make a comment about it. Well, anyway, for some reason this time, I don't want to say what I'm about to say, so I'm not going to say it, but you know what I be saying. For some reason, something, and I don't usually go first. I don't go first, but I went down first. I went down first. And I did what I had to do. And then it was my turn. And then something in me was just like, you saw her lips, right? Like in my head, I'm just like, I'm going back to the lips because I'm just like, so I was just like, so is there anything you need to tell me? Like, I think I asked her this before we went in. Like, I didn't comment on the lips, but I just was like, is there something you need to tell me? Basically. And she was like, no, I'm good. No. And I was just like, okay. So I was like, okay, so she's about to go down on me. And I was just like, I came up with this excuse, like, oh, I gotta go or something. Something happened to her not going down on me, bruh. Girl, I don't want to say it, but you know who it was. You know who it was. So I was just like, okay. So this whole, like, I get back to my house and I'm just talking to my sister. I'm just like, something, I don't know what it is. Something's not right with this hookup. I don't know what it was. So after me sitting, like, I'm over here texting my sister, I get a text message from her like, there's something I need to tell you. I was like, bitch, what you gotta say? What you gotta say, bro? I'm too old for this conversation, bro. I'm too old. She was just like, so the other, you know how you were saying that it's cool that we sleep with other people? And I was like, yeah, it's completely cool, as long as you're safe. Remember, we had this whole conversation. Like, it's been like, the way I'm so anal about some things I'm so anal, I freak out before, like, I freak out sometimes because I'm so anal about it. Like, it's so serious to me. I need you to understand how serious some things are to me, especially my health. Girl. She was just like, yeah, so I slept with this girl and she was bisexual, which she already know that I don't freak with bisexuals. Don't freak with them at all because you will get burnt. I have never been with a bisexual that did not hurt me in some type of way. I'm just talking about me. This is me right now. This is me. I'm being biased because it's my life, my experience. Okay, never experienced any bisexual. Like, we can be friends. I have a lot of bisexual friends, but I'm not gonna freak with you. So she was like, yeah, I slept this bisexual girl, and she just told me that she got a boyfriend, and her boyfriend slept with somebody else and brought home something to her. So she got this, the big C, which I think is a beautiful name for a girl, chlamydia. That's a beautiful name. Or was it gonorrhea? I think it was chlamydia. Beautiful name for a girl. And she was like, so yeah, I got tested and I feel like you should too. And I was like, bitch. Oh, you got me all the way effed up. All the freaking way, girl. Don't let me find you because I'm going to put my hands on, put these paws on you. Like, you fucking with my life, bro. I ain't never had that. I ain't never had that, bro. I'm too old to be having this conversation with my doctor. Can you imagine? Can you motherfucking imagine? My doctor, the one that I go to get tested every 3 months, is a Virgo. Is a motherfucking Virgo. Can you imagine me having that conversation with him? Like, so what had happened was, he would be like, what? What is going on? What do you just slept up. What, the pussy was not that good. Like, that's how me and my doctor be talking. It's crazy. I have a few doctors, but he's one of my favorites. So I had to go to a new doctor, bro. I was just like, this bitch. I cussed her all the way motherfucking. I was just like, did we not talk about this? And she was like, I'm so sorry. This and that. I didn't know. And I was like, didn't I tell you why I don't freak with bisexuals? Didn't you remember me freaking out because you put a Drake lyric on your freaking story time? And I was just like, are you sleeping with a guy? And you were just like, it's just a song? Remember when I said that? Because I don't freak with bisexuals because like this happens. So you know, because God got me. He cares about fools and babies, bro. He protects us, bro. So I went and got tested. I had to go to a new place because I was just like, oh hell no. My Virgo doctor is not gonna go in on me. So I go to this other doctor, which I love too. She's a black woman, and you don't really find black women in the being doctors sometimes, like primary care doctors. And I went to an after hours clinic. Girl, can you say somebody prayed? I prayed so hard. I was like, God, I don't know. I can't hide this. I believe her alone. I believe a lot of people. Like literally, I made sure I'm gonna get everyone tested because y'all remember I did not get her tested. I did the the lesbian chick. You just put it in there, see if she gonna lick on it. If she gonna lick on it, you pretty much say. But in my head, I was just like, yo, her lips look weird. Her face lips look weird. Prayed the whole time. Told my sister. My sister was like, bitch. And I was like, bitch. Thank God that I was clear. Nothing was passed. I'm good. I was always good. I was just thinking if I would have let her go down on me though. If I would have kissed her more, bro, it would have been so bad. After that point, I don't even know if I told her I was clean, but I cussed her ass out so bad. I was like, don't you ever let me see you in this freaking city ever again in my life, because I'll fuck you up for real. Like, so for real. I was so for real about that, because I don't know what it is about people. It's like they don't listen to me. They don't listen to me when I say and set my boundaries and then be like, what the freak is going on? She's going crazy. She's crazy when you cross my boundary and I freak out. Don't do that. I just told you what I'm not going to accept. So why would you do that? But thank God everything was good. And I was like, I got to leave her alone. It wasn't worth it, bro. I'm not, nope. I have so many stories about females, bisexual females. Is crazy. That's why I just don't mess with them anymore, because I have so many bad experiences. But thank God I was clean. Thank God I didn't kiss her. Thank God I ain't let her go down on me. Oh, I couldn't even imagine. Man, my Virgo doctor. Oh, and now he laughs at me now because I come in every 3 months. He's like, are you sexually active? No, I haven't been sexually active in 5 years. So why are you here? Just to make sure that, I don't know. I'm just making sure, just making sure. Right off the bat, you never know when you're gonna need your test results. I'm a pansexual lesbian. You gotta have your results very new and present. Like, this is Pride. Happy Pride, you guys. I gotta have my papers ready, And apparently I gotta have my COVID papers ready too. So yeah, that was my story time. I have plenty of stories. It's crazy. But yeah, no, friend. I completely understand what she's saying. Some instances I'm just not claiming, and there's a lot of them that I'm just not claiming, I don't think I've had any that done me dirty except for that one. Oh, and the other one that I don't think I talked about the ending of that story. That one I was talking about where one of my friends that I smashed, the mama that I smashed, who had 3 kids. I don't think I finished that story. I probably won't finish that story. I have stories on stories about her, and I think we only talked for like 2 weeks. I have so many stories. Them bisexuals, bruh. But that was the video today. Like this video, follow all the creators, and subscribe.